Everyone's asking the same question right now, which centers around which AI tool is best, which rendering software is best, and what they should really be mastering right now. I actually think this is the wrong question, because over the next few months and years, most people will have access to the same AI, the same rendering, and the same software. What will actually separate good 3D artists from everyone else? I don't think it's a tool, it's how you think. And that's exactly what I want to show you today. Welcome to the Digital Craftsman. Today we are talking about the skill that will separate great 3D artists from everyone else. Because I believe the future belongs to artists who know the software and who understand the product. One of my favorite advantages to leading digital product creation teams is being able to review their work. The artists who continue to grow aren't always the artists who know the software best. It's the ones who never stop evaluating their work. They don't stop when someone says, "Looks good," they ask, "Could the stitching be better? Could the wrinkle behave more naturally? Does the artwork actually belong to the garment? Could this scale better in production?" They are constantly asking better questions. And that is where I see the industry headed. They want digital products they can trust for merchandising, for planning, for store layout, and eventually for reducing the amount of physical samples they produce. And that's a completely different standard. If you want to become one of the artists leading the industry, you have to develop your eye. Software gets you into the game. Judgment is what separates people. One of my artists was creating a fray pocket. As you normally would do, you take that fray artwork into Photoshop, clean it up, bring it back into your 3D software such as Clo, and drop it in as a graphic. It's a perfectly fine solution and pretty effective. But here's the problem. The fraying isn't actually artwork, like a graphic sticker. It's part of the construction of the garment. Those little fibers from the fray are coming off of the fabric, splitting away. It's not something that's top applied, it's inherent in the construction of the fibers of the fabric. So instead of asking, how do we make this look like a beautiful picture? We ask, how would this be created on a real garment? The answer wasn't better Photoshop. It was better thinking. We first created an invisible pattern as a support to the pocket that allowed the artwork to exist on its own, outside of the pattern of the parameters of the pocket fold edge. It was important that we didn't manipulate the production pattern. That has to stay intact. What we were doing was adding a separate piece on top that would act as the physics applied. That allowed the artwork to exist without changing the production pattern. That solved a garment problem, not an artwork problem. The interesting thing is, today it might be a fraying pocket edge. Tomorrow it might be knits, khakis, swimwear. The garment will change, but the thinking doesn't. One of the biggest mindset shifts that I've had in my career is stopping the question of, how do I recreate what I'm looking at? To, why does this exist? Why is there a shadow there? Why is there tension there? What happened to make that wrinkle? Once you understand why, the technique usually becomes obvious. So this is what this series is going to do. Every episode will take a real production challenge and hopefully help all of us become better artists, learning to think differently. Because at the end of the day, technology creates possibilities, but craftsmanship creates trust. I'd love to have you along for the journey, and I'd love to also know, what is one area of digital product creation you've always felt could look more realistic? Leave it in the comments below. Maybe it'll become the next episode of the Digital Craftsman. That's craftsmanship.